live. How are we, lads? ProEnzo, Vidz, CJ MOXLEY. Alright, we're just walking in now with 10 Dragons and the Bulldogs come back. The atmosphere! The crowd is electric! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, episode number 75 for your Wednesday night, February 8th, 2023. And tonight, I just want to say real quickly, ProEnzo Vidz is absent tonight. He has been ruled out late due to a hamstring problem, a bit like Tom Trbojevic and the Manly Seagulls every single week. We want to wish ProEnzo Vidz well in his recovery from his hamstring, and we hope Tom Trbojevic can fix him up real soon. But tonight, I'm joined by CJ MOXLEY and special guest HAYNESY. Boys, how are you?
Yeah, doing well, mate. Doing really well. Can't wait for some footy to be back tomorrow night. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow night, we've got the trial game. We've got the Warriors and the Tigers. We'll get into the trial games later on, actually. And CJ is here once again.
Yeah,
how are you,
well.
CJ?
Yeah, very well, mate. Yeah, like HAYNESY said, the footy's back tomorrow night, technically, and the world's back to normal, isn't it?
100%. And I know a lot of people are probably looking at my screen at the moment going, what the hell is this background? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a new desk today, so I'm going to give you guys a bit of a look. Hopefully this is a good enough angle. As you can see, we've got the Cowboys thing in the background. We got the picture frame. We got the hat. We got the scarf. We got me in Tamalolo. We got me in Sydney. We've got it all, so we're getting a bit of a background build up here. So things are looking good, and it's only going to get bigger and better from here on out. So it looks the background and whatnot. And HAYNESY, I can't help but notice, is that a brand new T-shirt?
Well, there goes the phone. Yeah, it is, mate. Shout out to the I forgot what they're called now. But got a new T-shirt. I've been looking for some advertising myself the last few weeks or so, but I got it together. So looks very nice. Just got the nice. Just got the logo there on the shirt there on the side there, and I've got like a little bit of a subscribe to the channel on the back of the shirt as well. So, but yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of merchandise.
Looks good.
So yeah, it's good. It's good. We're both moving up in the world, Nick and I. We are both moving up in the world.
Well, one's a Rooster, one's a Cowboy. We're moving up, and we've got CJ who's a Rabbitoh, and he's moving up too. So we're all moving
still my
up.
own thing today.
And ProEnzo Vidz is stuck at home with some sort of hamstring problem, so not good. Poor old man.
To America.
Nah, I'm joking. We love you, ProEnzo Vidz. We hope to see you back next week for the podcast. This is episode number 75 of the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast. And if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the YouTube channel of HAYNESY. His YouTube channel link will be in the description box below. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel of CJ MOXLEY and ProEnzo Vidz as well. It's both YouTube channels are world class. HAYNESY's channel is world class. So expect bigger and better things from all of us in 2023. We've got the football kicking off tomorrow night. We've got a trial game, Warriors and the Tigers. We'll get into the trial games later on. We're going to do a bit of a predictions video. A bit of a predictions for the trial games this weekend, so we'll get into that later on in the show. All right, boys, let's start off with the topic, shall we?
Yep.
Let's get it on.
And we're going to go to topic number 5 here, boys, and it's one that I didn't want to talk about, but I think we have to with the amount of players, the amount of big name players that have been pulling out recently. Is the All-Stars game dying? It's going to be played in New Zealand for the very first time this weekend. It's a big game. A lot of people take it seriously. Some people don't really care for it. I'm one of those guys where I don't support either culture. I don't really give a crap who wins. I just enjoy the culture and I really enjoy the game itself. I'm just gonna ban this guy in the chat. We've got a bit of a troll, and look, we're not gonna deal with fuckwits tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna put him in timeout. Hopefully, he pulls his head in a bit. First things first. I just hope the All-Star game works in New Zealand. I'm very concerned about it. I am very worried about it working out in New Zealand. I want to start with you first on this one, CJ. You have Aboriginal background in you. Are you worried about the All-Star game? Is it dying? What's your take on this?
Oh, look, I see it just as no matter who's playing, it's for cultural representation. It's just, you got Indigenous versus Māori. I wouldn't say it's dying. I just think a few players pulled out. And at the end of the day, it's all about cultural representation and just, respecting each other's cultures and learning and that sort of thing. I think the game's fine. I think it'll draw a huge crowd. And I think, it's not dying. Next year when we have it again in probably Australia, I think all the players will play. And I just think it's a situation of coaches pulling players out because it's so close to the trials. I think it's all.
Yeah. What about you? Are you worried about the All-Star game? Is it dying? What's your take on this?
A little bit concerning. A little like like big name pulling out. Like obviously injuries don't help. And it's also right in the middle of preseason, or just at the end of preseason. So all these niggling injuries are starting to appear. So obviously the club's going to play it safe to make sure that they're not having injuries like the likes of like for example Joey Manu and Jared Hargreaves have been ruled out from the All Stars after niggling injuries.
Yeah.
So and then obviously Fisher Harris is also not a part of this as well. So it's a shame. Like obviously they changed the system of the All Stars from the World All Stars, from NRL All Stars to Maori All Stars, with both cultures involved, and it seemed to work. But obviously there's still something not right about the All Stars at the moment. This is a shame, but because it's like it's one of the most one of the showpiece events in the league. The kick off the season. That's the first thing we always look at is like when's the All Stars on? When's the first game of the season? But yeah, but I just ask, that's not me, is it?
No, it's CJ's connection. I just put him on mute for a moment. CJ, I don't know what's wrong with your audio. I am going to fix my camera up in just a moment. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, he just cut out. He just
we want to see the Cowboys flag in the photo as well. Like I've got my
but it's annoying me. It's annoying me because the camera's like the laptop's here, the camera's there, and I'm looking here, and I'm not looking at you guys. I'm looking at the fucking camera. It's just annoying the hell out of me. I'm gonna fix that up in just a moment.
Yeah,
but bro, my biggest concern about the All-Star game is not the players rolling out. I just think, how many Indigenous supporters are we going to get in New Zealand?
It doesn't matter. I know we can say the same about the Maoris, but the Maori All Stars, we've got so many Maori supporters in Australia as it is, compared to the lack of Indigenous supporters in New Zealand. That's a concern for me, bro, and I don't think it's going to be even close to a sellout at this stadium on the weekend. Where's it at?
Rotorua International Stadium.
Okay, well, it's probably a little local venue, so who knows?
I've never heard of it. Apparently, it's a big stadium.
Okay, well, it might be. Oh, is it? It might be the one in New Zealand where they have like the closed-in stadium. I think. Is it? I've seen it before. It's Rugby, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah, could be. CJ is slowly returning.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, good. I don't fucking hell.
Hopefully, I don't know what the hell happened. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna fix this camera up because it's pissing me off. CJ,
Yeah.
Do you think the All-Star game is going to work in New Zealand, or do you think it should always be in Australia no matter what?
Oh, I don't think you'll draw.
Oh, what the
Do you want me to answer?
Fuck, I don't even know what the hell's happening. Anyways, as I was saying, I think it won't draw a bigger crowd than it would in Australia, but I do think it's fine. I think it will be a success, and I do believe in this rotation, about 1 year in Australia, 1 year in New Zealand. Look, I have no issue with it. I think it'll work out well.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Like you know, it's this week it's all talking about the Maori culture over there in New Zealand. Like we've seen on the NRL Instagram, how they've had warm welcomes. Both teams have been given a home reception kind of thing, like a Maori haka or something like that. And it'll be the same thing when the Maori All Stars come over here. Like they'll be treated with the traditional owners and all that, and that's what they're doing over there. The traditional owners of New Zealand, which is the Maori culture. Yep. So I think it's great. Like I think it's great they're going year. I think they should go year for year, because I think the Indigenous have had it the last 10 years of the All Star. So it makes
I think so. Yeah.
Makes something like that ever since it's been in existence, been in Australia. So, and I like it being overseas in New Zealand. It's also to get to celebrate the Maori culture over there as well. So
I think they should do like a 1 year switch. Like a 1 year in Australia, 1 year in New Zealand. And
I don't mind it. I don't mind it having it in a 1 year switch and all that. So next year will be somewhere in Australia. So which would be great.
Makes sense. Something is happening with Nick right now.
He's trying to change his camera.
I'm just trying to sort the camera out, boys. So just continue talking, and I'll get this sorted.
Good. So the reason why I went out is because one of the power lines outside my house. It's windy out there. That's why.
Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, I can't wait to see how the All Stars go. To answer the next question, I don't think it's dying. Like it just needs, I think it maybe changed the date kind of thing. Like I think I saw a TikTok before coming on here, and it said to change it on Grand Final Day, which I think is stupid. But do you have it mid-season? Because you're having it right at the end of pre-season where we're not far away from the NRL season. We're right into the trials where pre-season where niggling injuries are starting to occur. So, but the question is, where do you change it though? So I think it's in a great slot, but at the same time, you got to get the general interest. And the saying is though, for the likes of the Indigenous team and the Maori team, they don't really care who's playing. It's an opportunity for these Indigenous or Maori players to represent their culture, to represent where they came from. So I don't think, from their point of view, it's not
just cultural representation.
They don't care who's playing. It's about whoever's representing our culture. But us neutrals here, sometimes we don't get much interest because it depends on. So it's 50-50 on this one.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm going to have to fix this camera up because it's really fucking annoying me. It's really fucked. Seriously, I'm about to lose it. I'm not going to lie. Let's move on to topic number 4, boys. Should all of the New South Wales and Queensland Cup games be broadcasted on Fox or Channel 9? Now, we already know that usually on the Saturday morning, I think it's the 11 o'clock kickoff, 11:30, they always show one New South Wales Cup game. Queensland show at least 2 or 3 a weekend. Should they all be broadcasted on Fox or Channel
9?
No, I don't think so. I think
why?
I think they had it perfectly fine where they had in Queensland they had one televised game on Channel 9 on a Sunday, the main game, and the same in New South Wales before the 4 o'clock game on Channel 9 for the NRL. I think what they need to do though is to have all games accessible. For example, in the New South Wales or Queensland Cup app, where you have like the option to watch these games. Like obviously, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's it needs to be that kind of way that you can watch these games. Like obviously not on Fox League during every game. Like that just doesn't work. Kind of thing, but basically easily accessible, and then have every finals game on Fox League or Channel 9. Because we saw the New South Wales Cup Grand Final was live on the New South Wales app, which was ridiculous, while the Queensland Cup was on KO and on Fox League, on KO, Fox League, and Channel 9. So I think the finals games need to be televised, but mid-season games just once a week, and at least they're accessible to watch on basically any game, like on any day, like on the New South Wales or Queensland Cup app.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that as well. But I think looking into the business of rugby league, you'd probably want it to be televised. But I believe some even New South Wales and Queensland Cup games go into Sunday afternoon football sometimes. So it could intertwine. I don't think it should be. I think, just like Hayney said, it should be easily accessible on the website. Or even like, you could even stream it on 9Gem if you want. Like they used to do that a couple of years back.
Yeah, just at least one game a week, the main game or something. And that's what they usually do. They have the main game on in Queensland. It's all televised. It's all got their sponsors and everything on that. So
I'd have it one game every day. You go to Friday, Saturday, Sunday on 9Gem. That's what I'd do. Because they used to do that.
Did they?
Cool.
Remember they had on ABC for a chat for once.
All right, I'm back.
That's not the main game on the ABC or something like that.
But they got to get like broadcast rights back and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly right. Like, yeah, but it's going to be hard to have every game on both Queensland and New South Wales Cup games. It's interesting.
I'd like to see it happen, though. I'd like to see it happen.
I'll tell you this, boys. I think they should broadcast most of their games because we have the technology. We have all the technology. We have all the broadcasting. We have all the equipment to broadcast as much rugby league as we can. There's no reason why KO can't come up with a deal with the New South Wales and Queensland Cup to broadcast all these games. I don't see why they can't.
No, you're right. I think
it's also getting interest as well.
Yes, the interest.
Also,
yes,
I think it's also good for like NRL club development as well.
definitely.
You see these players and you pick them out if you watch them. It's just like it will help that sort of pathway as well.
Obviously, the rugby league guru will be stuck to this, have a magnet to this, but he loves watching every game. But yeah, it's going to be like those guys that like who want to watch these games. So like, are they going to be happy to watch it? So we'll see how we go. I think a lot of people would prefer to watch the top 4 New South Wales Cup teams than rather watch the Titans versus the Tigers.
Well, after last year's, definitely.
Like, who wants to watch the Gold Coast? Yuck.
Oh, here we go.
Who wants to watch those frauds?
If that's the only thing on, you're going to have to.
I don't know, man. Like, Channel 9, I think they usually broadcast at least one game a week. And I think it's like the early Sunday game. I usually do at least one or 2 games.
Yeah, that's normally the main game up here for the Queensland Cup is the televised game on Sunday.
I always thought it was on Gem.
Yeah, the New South Wales Cup usually show one game at like 1:30.
Well, that was when they had the netball on Channel 9 too. So, but I think now that the netball's back on Fox, so I think they're going. Yeah, I think they go have it on the Sunday at 2 p.m. the same time the first Sunday game's on, and then the coverage ends on that or something like that, and then they go straight into the televised for the main game on the Sunday other games or something like that.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to topic number 3, fellas.
Ooh.
Let's talk about St. Helens. Now, St. Helens are in the country. They're in Australia. They have visited the SCG. They visited Manly.
Yeah, that's where they're training.
I think they were hanging out with
today. They went down to Wollongong.
They were hanging out with the Sydney Swans today, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. That was awesome to see.
They're in the country. How are they going to go over here in their 2 weeks? Obviously, they're playing the St. George Illawarra Dragons this weekend at Wollongong, the Battle of the Saints. And then next Saturday night, they've got the big World Club Challenge between Penrith and St. Helens, which is going to be absolutely massive.
Huge.
CJ, how do you think they'll go over here? Will they win any games over here? Will they go 1-1, 0-2, 2-0? How do you reckon St. Helens will go over here?
People might call me crazy. I think they do a good chance of going 2-0. I really do. St. Helens, they're the benchmark. Do you want me to give you a prediction right now on what they will do or what I think will happen?
If you want, I'm not going to stop you.
I believe they'll go 2-0. I think they'll beat the
Wow.
Panthers.
Wow,
They are being so undermined and so underestimated. They will come to Australia and take the World Club Challenge title. They're going to go 2-0.
It'll be nice to see that. It'll be nice to see.
It will happen.
I would love to see Penrith get beat at home.
James Roby, masterclass coming.
Yeah. Hainesy, mate, what do you reckon about St. Helens, bro? Obviously, I know you don't watch the Super League a whole lot. St. Helens have won the last 4 grand finals, so they've got to be doing something right. Obviously, Dragons are a low class compared to Penrith. How do you think St. Helens will go over here?
Oh, look, I think the only problem is about this is how they handle the Australian conditions. So,
yeah,
I think that's where they might, I think everything will lead up to the World Club Challenge next week, and they'll do everything they can to win the World Club Challenge. So, I'll go 1-1. I think they'll win. I think they'll beat the Dragons this Saturday. Obviously, we all know what the Dragons are like over here. And then I think they'll just fall short in the World Club Challenge. I think just Penrith are too good. And I think the only thing is, though, that they maybe if this was in England, I think I'd give St. Helens a really good chance. But over in Australia, got the last 2 World Club Challenges I can remember in Australia, the Roosters played Wigan. Roosters put 36 on them, and it's similar when Melbourne beat the lead Rhinos. I think it'll be similar. I think it'll be similar as well. Only because I don't think it's going to be able to handle the Australian conditions. I think
the only thing that worries me about St. Helens up against Penrith, obviously, I'll be doing a preview to that game next week.
And apparently you're going too, my friend.
Maybe. Haven't confirmed anything yet. But the thing with it is Penrith, they're so hard to beat at home. Penrith Stadium is such a fortress. They are so fucking hard to beat there. St. Helens, I've never played at Penrith Stadium or Wollongong, I might add. I know they've got a few experienced former NRL players that have played at both venues, so that's going to be an advantage for them, but it's a big ask and it's not easy to do so. Right. But what I do want to announce that I'm probably a 90% chance of it happening. Nick from Australia is going to be heading down to Penrith Stadium next Saturday night for the World Club Challenge. I'm going to be at Penrith next Saturday. I'm going to be doing a vlog. I'm going to be there. It's going to be fantastic. I'll be doing a vlog for Penrith versus St. Helens. I can't wait. The only thing that I'm annoyed about, boys, is it's the same fucking day the Super League season starts. So I'm going to have to watch the game in my car, and then I'm going to have to do a live review in the car when it's over. So that's a little bit annoying, but I just I have to go watch St. Helens play. When are they going to come out to Australia again? It'll probably be 2 or 3 years from now, and it's the only time that I'll get to see James Roby play.
Yes.
So
once in a lifetime.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to make the trip down to Sydney next week, and I'll be heading to the Panthers St. Helens World Club Challenge. It's going to be huge. I can't wait to be there. CJ will be there. Yep. ProEnzo Vidz will be there. I've heard rumours that Paddy G's 50-50, and I've also heard rumours that TJC Sports is going to be there as well. Ooh. So it's going to be big. I can't wait to get there.
Next weekend, mega day ahead.
Yeah. So unless something changes, I will be there next week.
Can't wait.
But I'll tell you, I reckon that they can win both games. I'm more confident that they'll flog the Dragons than they'll beat Penrith. But the thing is, when they play Penrith, it's all of the Panthers' main stars' first game together for the year. So they could be a bit underdone. They could be a bit sloppy. St. Helens, they've got this game this weekend. I'm telling you, If St. Helens start well against Penrith, they're a shot. They're a shot of
Did
knocking them
anyone
off.
did anyone see Penrith's hype video for this year as well?
Fuck them.
I don't even want to get into it.
Oh, fucking hell. Is that more cocky than I've ever seen a club in my life?
If you guys have social media, everyone in the live chat can talk about this.
Jesus.
The Penrith Panthers, I think it was the 2023 hype season video they did, or whatever it was an absolute disgrace, an absolute outrage, and it was the ultimate disrespect to the entire NRL. What a joke.
Mate, they should just be worrying about their fucking fans who can't make it on a school night. So
Every team's going to want to come from now.
Yeah. Like,
Scum.
were we like this 2 years ago when we went back to back? I don't fucking think so.
You just want even that. The Roosters didn't do this shit.
Yeah, because we're more humble that we actually did it.
Exactly. The humble. That's the right one.
It's just because how Penrith have done it like that with ease. I think they're like, oh, look at us. Our shit doesn't stink. But like, yeah, I don't know. That's why I think they're not going to do the three-peat. I honestly think that they're literally, everyone's just going to come out of their way, play their best games. And I can't see Penrith winning it this year.
They're too confident. Yeah. It's never good to be too confident.
Exactly.
We'll see how we go.
Confidence can lead to cockiness. Cockiness can lead to arrogance. The way, I don't know whose idea it was to record that video and upload it on social media, but I think they've just pissed off every other team. Every team was coming for them anyway, but they're coming for them times 5 now.
People have a target on their head.
Love to see the Broncos win round 1. That'd be funny.
Oh, I think we all would.
What a story that'd be.
All right, let's move on to topic number 2 now. And Brodie Croft. This was actually a surprise to me. Brodie Croft actually re-signed with Salford this morning till 2030. A 7-year deal.
I'll be 25 by then.
He has re-signed with Salford to 2030. This is almost unheard of. I guess the question is, will he ever return to the NRL? I support Salford in the Super League. There's no way he will stay for 7 years.
Not in England, no.
No way.
How old is he now? Like 25?
He's around that age.
I can't
when
see
his
him.
contract ends, he'll be contract.
Bloody hell!
I got a prediction.
That's like a Cherry Evans fucking signing.
I reckon Brodie Croft will do. I reckon he'll re-sign. I'll tell you what. I reckon he'll stay for 2 years and then he'll be back in the NRL.
Wow.
There's no way he's going to do this 2030 contract. I don't think so anyway.
7-year deal. Not happening.
He will be back in the NRL by 2027.
I reckon before that.
I just can't see him playing out this 7-year deal. No, I just can't imagine it.
It doesn't make sense.
How's Salford doing anyway? I obviously don't watch the Super
League. We made the grand final qualifier last year. Okay. And the season starts next Friday morning.
They basically did a Cowboys.
Yeah, everyone thought they'd come last, but they ended up coming top. They made the finals and they went to the grand final qualifier. So I think Salford are in for another similar year. Should make the finals, but we'll see. There's no way in the world he does this 7-year contract.
He'll get homesick too.
His family, friends.
Well, his whole family's moved over there, so that's in his favour. But surely he comes back in 2 or 3 years from now.
I can't imagine him retiring and staying over there that long.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Very interesting from Salford.
But it's good for the long term if it happens.
It's good for us. I mean, he just won the Man of Steel, so I'm very pleased.
Salford obviously see him as the face of the club now, so it's good for him.
He is the face of the club for sure.
We'll have to see.
For sure. Unbelievable. All right, let's move on to topic number 1. And fellas, I want to know this: one player from the NRL trials this weekend to watch out for?
From your club and another one, or what? Like,
Nah, just whoever, bro.
all right.
Who's one to watch out for this weekend?
From the Bulldogs, Paul Alamotti.
Ooh.
I think he's
Okay.
very, very bright star coming through. And I'm telling you now, you're going to watch him and you'll say he could be anything. I look forward to watching him.
Everyone says they're going to be anything. Oh, I swear to God.
Paul Alamotti for the Bulldogs, man. That's.
Oi, I want to go. He played lock last week for the Broncos against Wynnum. He's playing back row this weekend. His name's Shalom Ofu. He's got like this big hair like Bunty Afoa. I'm telling you, big fan of this kid. I watched him on the weekend against Wynnum. He is a gun. I reckon he'll go really well this weekend.
Dude.
I also want to throw in the young Cowboys half, Tom Duffy.
Yeah.
A lot of talk about him. He might be the future.
Bro, Gus
Keep
tried
a
to get him.
close eye on him. And the other player that I want to throw in, a lot of people have been talking about him, but I want to throw in Trey Mooney from the Canberra Raiders.
He's
a lock. He's going to play back row this weekend, but I'm really interested to see how he goes. What about yourself, Hainesy?
A lot of the future stars on play.
So I'm just going through the good old Roosters lineup for our game against the Melbourne Storm, and I think there's two that I've got my eye on. Obviously, is our fullback Ethan King. He's at fullback. Obviously, he'll probably be our fullback for our New South Wales Cup team this year, and also Sandon Smith, who is on jersey number 25, I think. He played halfback last year in our trials against I think it was Canberra and Canberra and
Tigers.
Canberra and the Tigers last year or something like that. Oh, I'm interested to see how these two boys go. Obviously, I want to see how also the Cheese as well. See how the Cheese does. And I think looking at our Rooster squad for the trial, like obviously we've got like our spines pretty much intact apart from Teddy. But I think it's interesting to see how the Cheese goes, how our combinations sit after round one. And so probably the two would be Sandon Smith and Ethan King, fullback and halfback for the Roosters this week.
Anyone else, CJ, for you?
Look, I'll go. Ben Lovett off the bench and our lock, Callis Duncan. I'll have a look at those.
All right. Well, all right. Let's go to tomorrow night. Warriors and Tigers. Anyone in that game that you're going to keep a close eye on?
Luke Metcalf.
Luke Metcalf, yeah.
I think he could push for a starting spot in the round one team for the Warriors.
I'm going to go with that West Tigers forward, bro. Fanua Pole.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps hyping him up. I want to see how he goes. So
I haven't seen much of him.
Apparently he's a prop. He's playing back row tomorrow, so I want to watch him and see how he goes.
I haven't seen much of him, so I'll definitely look.
What about you, Hainesy? Anyone from tomorrow night's game that you're going to keep a close eye on?
Probably for the Tigers, I'm just going to go with Jake Simpkin. Like obviously, Abby Coruscant is the starting hooker for the Tigers this year.
Yeah.
I think Jake Simpkin needs to play well and lock down a number 14 role, so I'll probably keep an eye on him.
Bro, for the Tigers, there's this guy named, I can't pronounce his last name. You'll see him, his name's Rua, R-U-A, whatever his last name is, I can't pronounce. He's been getting a lot of comparisons to Brandon Smith. Okay. So I'll be looking at him with interest.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, that's that topic out of the way. And, fellas, we all know what time it is.
Here we go.
Time for the Breakdown Podcast
Rivalry game
show. Now, this is going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to this. The Breakdown Podcast game show. Let's have a look at the odds. Courtesy of nickbet.com. CJ MOXLEY is the favorite at $3.
Come
and
on,
Hainesy is a juicy $6 odds. So
I won the last game show that I was on. So the fuck,
$6 is value, brother.
Come on, Nick. I thought we were frenzy.
If you want
Oh,
guaranteed,
mate, we're
win,
brothers,
you
but
bet on
sometimes you have to give the favourite to the co-host. I don't know.
Here we go, mate. Obviously, I think the best thing is that ProEnzo isn't going to win one, so I think that's good to see.
Yes. CJ, didn't you beat Lorenzo in the first one of the year?
I think he did, yeah. I think
I believe, yeah, I did.
he did
3-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one. It was a classic.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Okay.
Another good
All
one.
right.
Here we go.
Well, let's get into it, eh? So, as
Rivalry
everyone
games,
knows, it's first one to get 3 right. If anyone in the live chat reveals the answers, you will be banned for 5 minutes, and you do it again, you'll be blocked permanently. So, do not reveal the answers in the live chat. Everyone knows the rules. CJ and Hainesy, just quickly, if you answer something and you get it wrong, you have to wait until the other person goes and has a crack. So
Fair shout.
if CJ says Adam Reynolds, for example, CJ is not allowed to say another answer until Hainesy has already said someone else.
Oh,
Adios.
no.
Vice versa. All right, let's go. Breakdown podcast game show.
I'm actually
Fellas,
nervous.
this weekend in the NRL trial games, what
fuck.
is the second game on the Sunday?
Is it
Broncos, Cowboys, Dolphins.
Incorrect. CJ.
Fuck.
Sharks? No, it's not. I already got it wrong. No.
Incorrect. You said it. You said the Sharks. Hainesy.
Broncos, Titans, Sunshine Coast.
Incorrect.
No, it's Raiders.
CJ.
Dogs. Raiders.
Correct, CJ. Raiders, Dogs.
Fuck! There's 4 games. I thought it was 3.
Yeah, it's a 3:55 game. It's like 2 o'clock in Queensland.
Someone.
Yeah, our first game's at 12:50. My game's at 12:50.
Yeah, nice and fucking early for you up there in Queensland.
Yeah, fuck.
Get up
Jesus
early for that.
Christ. 1-0. 1-0.
All
All right. Next question. Fellas, next week in the trial games, it's the Bulldogs and the Sharks. It's on a Sunday. What time is that kicking off?
3:50.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
6 p.m.
Close, but incorrect.
5:30.
5:30 is incorrect.
6:30.
6:30 is incorrect.
6:15.
What'd you say?
6:15.
Incorrect. Hainesy.
6:05.
Incorrect.
It's
CJ.
5:55, isn't it?
Incorrect. Hainesy.
What time? So what game is it again?
Bulldogs and
Dogs and
Sharks.
Sharks. 5:30.
Incorrect. CJ.
5:15.
Incorrect. Hainesy.
5 p.m.
Correct. Finally.
5 p.m. It was 5 p.m. Could have known.
Took you to 110, but you got there, Hainesy.
You
One
said
all.
close at 6 p.m. I thought it'd be like 6:05, 6:15. But
I swear, I remember seeing the game advertised earlier today, and it said 6.
Oh.
Good question, eh?
difficult one.
Good question. Very tough. All right. Next question. In round 4 of the 2023 NRL season, the Newcastle Knights take on the Canberra Raiders. What day? What time is that game being played?
Sunday 4 p.m.
Correct.
Get.
Me? Is that me?
Correct.
Yeah.
Fuck, you did
let's go.
well with that one.
Yeah, I would have thought like
You fucking
Newcastle
nailed
against
that.
Canberra. I remember it being like a Sunday game, but I thought it'd be the 4 p.m. game.
I was about to say Saturday.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. You absolutely
Come on.
nailed it.
Come on, I want to win another.
All right.
Oh, no.
Hainesy gets one more. He's the winner. So pressure is on.
This is scary.
All right. Fellas, in the 2023 NRL season at Magic Round, what time is the Sharks Dolphins game?
5:30.
5:30.
CJ was first.
Oh, 2-2.
Sharks.
Oh, yeah, go to the action replay there. I think that was a tie.
Hang on,
Get the VAR
going
play.
upstairs.
Go
I
to
have-
the bunker, please.
I have a
Bunker
try.
never works.
We're gonna check if it was onside.
Bullshit.
2-2. Tiebreaker.
Oh, here we go.
Fuck off.
Oh, the tiebreaker.
Oh, you're kidding me.
The next question wins, and I love
This
it.
is actually nerve-wracking.
All right, boys, here we go.
Here
Here we go. Question number, or the final question. Winner takes all here. In round 18 of the 2023 NRL season, who did the Cowboys play that weekend?
Dragons.
Incorrect, Hainesy.
Dolphins?
Incorrect, CJ.
Panthers.
Incorrect, Hainesy.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck no. Rabbitohs?
Incorrect,
I
CJ.
have no idea. Round 18.
I feel like Haynes is going to get it if I don't say this one correct. Tigers.
Correct.
Yes. I was about to say
What a
Roosters.
game.
I was about
Bullshit.
to say Roosters.
I'm protesting that fucking last one. That was not him first. That was a
We'll
pie.
check
I'll
it in
go
the
back
group
and
chat.
check this.
We'll check it in the
There
group
will be,
chat.
there will be a protest like the Tigers did against the Cowboys last year.
VAR.
They were obviously robbed. And
I'm
I think
sending
I-
it in the
I feel
group
like I was
chat.
pretty
I'm
unlucky
sending
there,
it in the
so,
group chat. I'm sending it in the group chat. Haynes.
Yeah, I think it was a tie.
Boys. So basically, round 18, Cowboys, Tigers, Saturday, 5:30 in Townsville at 5:30.
Bro, I
Those
was about to
ones
say
are
Cowboys
tough, yeah.
Roosters.
Oh, what a
we're only
game!
playing
All right,
We're only playing one.
that was a great match.
We're only
All
playing
right,
one.
let's get into this weekend's pre-season fixtures. We've got a little bit to get through, so let's just get straight into it, guys. Where the fuck are we? Week 1 trials. Hang on, where is it? Fuck the odds. Fuck off with the odds. All right. NRL Week 1 trials tips. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. All right. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. New South Wales time. The Warriors versus the Tigers at Mount Smart Stadium in New Zealand. All I want from you is just a prediction, like margin-wise and anytime try scorer. Hainesy, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Tigers here. I don't mind the Tigers lineup. I'm just going to go Junior Tupou for any time try scorer.
Yeah. What about yourself, CJ?
Warriors by 10. Anytime try scorer, I'll give it to Luke Metcalf.
I just want to mention as well, Ladbrokes have got the odds for the game, and you can pick anytime try scorer, multis and shit.
Oh, how
So
good. How good.
the Bear will be on the punt this weekend. But yeah, Warriors and Tigers. Warriors are $1.55. The West Tigers at $2.35. I am going the Warriors. I'm going the Warriors 13 plus.
Oh,
And I might go with Edward Cossey to score a try on the wing.
Oh, yeah, bro. No, that's a good shout, man. I might actually put that on.
All right, and let's go to Friday night. Double header at Central Coast Stadium. First game is at 5:55 p.m. The Newcastle Knights up against the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. The Knights are $1.60. Cronulla at $2.40. Hainesy, who you like here?
I'll go Newcastle.
Anytime try scorer, margin, what do you reckon?
I'll go Newcastle 1-12, and looking at the lineup here, I'll go Greg Marzu. Fresh
Big
off
Greg
from the
Marzhew.
Titans, he'll grab a try. So I'll go Newcastle 1-12.
CJ?
I'll go Newcastle by 8. And I think anytime try scorer, I believe he's playing Hymel Hunt.
Yeah, Hommel Hunt on the wing.
Yeah.
Bro. Wade Graham's been picked at 5.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, God. It's not 2009 anymore.
Ponga or something.
I'm going Newcastle. I'm going Newcastle by 12. And, yeah, I reckon Greg Marzu will score a try as well. All right, the other game, 8 o'clock Friday night, Rabbitohs and the Seagulls. Rabbitohs $1.55. Manly $2.45. Hainesy, South and Manly.
I'll go. Toffee. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try
there's
scorer, who do you
there's
reckon?
not really much players that I know that are playing here from the south. I might just go Blake Taff for a random try.
Yeah. Moxley?
South by 12. I'll go anytime try scorer. I will go Ben Lovett off the bench.
I'm going to go for a draw.
Fucking hell. That would be crazy.
There's no golden
didn't
point.
you?
I'm going for a draw. But
Wait, are
Blake
they doing
Taff
golden
will
point
score.
this year? I think they're doing
Wait,
golden
I
point
reckon
this year.
I reckon Blake Taff and that, what's his name on the wing, Vega, I reckon he might get one for Manly.
Nick, I think they're doing golden point this year because it's the challenge.
They actually, I don't care if it goes to golden point because they're all going to miss a field goal. It's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw. All right, next game. Super Saturday, 6 o'clock. Penrith and Parramatta. Penrith $1.70, Parramatta $2.10. HAYNESY, Battle of the West.
Look, there's literally barely anyone I know on this Penrith side. The same as like the only ones you can think of for Parramatta like Jake Arthur, Josh Hodgson, and Sean Lane. Oh, Ryan Madison as well. Mitch Rain. I'm gonna go Penrith at home. Look, it doesn't really matter where about the trial. Even though Para did flog him last year, but I just feel like that Penrith that they'll win this game. 1-12, and I'll go Jesse McLean for an any try.
What about yourself, CJ? Penrith and Para.
Yeah, I'll go Penrith by 4, and I'll go Isaiah Longy to score a try anytime.
I'm going to go Parramatta 13 plus.
Ooh.
Parramatta got a lot of experience in this game. Hodgson, Sean Lane, a few other players that are notable in this team. I think Parramatta win and win well. And I reckon Sean Russell to bag a try on the wing. Because why the hell not? All right. Saturday night at Wollongong at Wynn Stadium, 8:05 p.m. Probably the biggest trial game of the weekend. The NRL versus the Super League. The St. George Illawarra Dragons up against St. Helens. St. Helens have been backed in badly, man. Dragons are $1.80. St. Helens are now winning $2. This is going to be an absolute cracker. I cannot wait for this game on the weekend. HAYNESY, I know you don't know a lot about the Super League, but what do you reckon, bro? Dragons and St. Helens.
Yeah, I'm going for the Saints.
Which one?
I just said Saints. Either the Saints will win. The Saints will win.
Which Saints will win, though? There's two of them.
That's why I said Saints. No, I'm going to go. Yeah, I might go for the mighty Red V. The Red V will win too.
Which one?
I'm trolling you.
I know, it's fucking funny.
I reckon the Dragons.
Ooh.
I reckon the Dragons at home, Wollongong. Like I said, I think, even though I reckon they might win 1 out of 1, the St. Helens, but I just feel like that at home, the Dragons are at home. The St. Helens, like, how they're going to cope with the Australian conditions. It's going to be freezing. Or no, maybe not freezing, but a bit of wind. Bit of wind on the water there at Wollongong. You know, a little bit. Might take a bit to get into the conditions. So I think I'll just go to the Dragons, and I think the Dragons need to prove a point. So I'm going to go to the Dragons.
Mate, if it's freezing, it's going to suit St. Helens because of the UK.
No, there's no wind in the UK. It's just cold.
Yeah. If it's
windy, they're fucked.
If it's hot, it will suit St. George. If it's hot.
Oh yeah, but I think it's going to be those windy.
CJ, what do you reckon?
St. Helens by 16, 26-10. Anytime try scorer, Alex Wormsley.
Yeah, anytime try scorer,
Ravalawa, yeah. Look, I watched the Super League closely. I know. I'm a huge fan of it. I think St. Helens win and win well. I don't think the Dragons have the class to match St. Helens. I think St. Helens will be way too good. I'm going to go St. Helens by 18 points. I reckon they'll win. I reckon it'll be something like maybe 24 points to 6 in favour of St. Helens. And anytime try scorer, I'm going to go Joe Batchelor in the back row. That's what I reckon will happen. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. NRL versus Super League should be fantastic. Let's go to Sunday. We've got 4 games on Sunday. 1:50 p.m. at GMHBA Stadium in Melbourne. The Melbourne Storm up against your boys, HAYNESY, the Sydney Roosters. The Roosters are $1.40 favourites here. Melbourne are at $3, which is weird to see Melbourne at $3 in Melbourne.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about this one? Obviously, Roosters, right?
Well, the game's in Geelong, so obviously, it's an hour away from Melbourne, so it's a bit of a shithole land in Geelong. Look, it's a trial. Look, I think the attention to how the Roosters have lined up in this game is that Robbo wants the best out of his, just wants his combination right. So, that's why we've got the lot. And everyone will be thinking, why the Roosters have got this star-studded lineup in this game. It's basically get our combinations right.
Too risky for me, man.
Get his combinations right with Keary and Walker and Radley. Those guys there, that's why they've been picked on this side. Suoliti as well. It's a strange one, but you think of it at the same time. He's got a, there's been a lot of talk of him being in the centres. So put him in the centres. Obviously, that combination there with Tupou. Jake Turpin will play at some point. Parlo as well, playing his first game. So give him a bit of a run. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, they'll play half an hour at best. And then we'll bring these youngsters on. So Robbo, it's not really about the result. So I'm going to go the Roosters. I'm going to go 1-12. We'll blitz them early. And then when we take our players off, it'll be pretty even. So I'll go the Roosters 1-12, 26-16. Anytime, Tupou and Suoliti.
Yeah. What about yourself, CJ? I know you hate the Roosters, and that's fair enough. But prediction for this one?
I'm going to be unbiased here. I've looked at the scores. I'm going to tip the Roosters by 12. I think they'll just do too much. Anytime try scorer. I'll go for the fullback, Ethan King.
Yeah,
Look,
I reckon he'll do well.
This might sound a bit crazy, but I think Melbourne are so weak. I think they're weak-gutted dogs. I think they're weak. I think their culture is weak. I think the Roosters win by 30.
No.
I really do. I reckon they might win this game 3-4.
We're not going to, literally, he'll only want, Robbo will only want these boys to play for half an hour at max. He'll be, as soon as he's satisfied of what he wants out of these, he'll bring everyone off. He's done it before. He'll bring everyone on, and he'll bring everyone else on who, basically, yeah. So, and we got all. Let's just say he'll use all 28 players in this game. Let's just say that. The thing is,
bro, wouldn't shock me if the Roosters scored 20 points in the first 20, and then they took them all off. So, I like the Roosters.
That's what's going to happen. That's what he wants. He wants us to play that style of footy where he's happy with our combinations, and he'll bring everyone off, regardless of the results at that stage. It could be 10-all. He'll bring everyone off. Doesn't really matter.
I'll go Roosters by 30, boys, and I reckon anytime try scorer, I'll go with Joseph Suoliti. Pretty safe.
Yeah, definitely a safe bet this weekend. That's just, isn't it a given though? It's a given though, isn't it? So,
all right, let's go to the other game. Sunday, 3:55 p.m. The Raiders and the Bulldogs. Both teams are $1.90 each here, even money bet. Canberra versus Canterbury, $1.90 each. Flip a coin, boys. Who do you like?
Doggies. Doggies by 8. Josh Reynolds to score in his homecoming.
Oh,
how good will that be?
Fairy tale will happen.
I know it's a trial, but surely that could happen. Where's this played at, by the way?
I've never even heard of John.
I have no idea.
I think it's some
Moria?
regional Canberra.
Oh, Moree. Oh, okay, it's in Moree. Okay.
Oh, Moree.
No, not Moree. Moria.
What?
Moruya. I don't know where the fuck it is.
What the fuck?
Sounds like regional Riverina to me.
I got no idea.
I'm going to search this up. So it's Ak Women Overway. Bloody hell.
It's not
a Wagga Wagga, is it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Nah.
Is it Wagga Wagga?
Nah, I think it's in Junee or Leeton, one of those little country towns.
Hey, Junee, that's like Laurie and Waiwaron Way.
I got no idea where it is.
Weaving Oval.
I wouldn't know personally.
What the hell?
It must be just
fuck it. Who cares? They're playing.
It's in New South Wales somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
Probably might be in goal, but who knows?
Could be.
Doesn't matter. Move on.
Prediction?
I'll go Canberra. Jared Croker's actually skipper of the side, so I think he'll score a try in his return. I'll go the Raiders 1-12 and
I'll go
Jared
the
Croker.
Dogs. I'll go the Dogs. The Dogs are playing a bit more experienced, so I'll go the Dogs by 12, and Jacob Kiraz might score a try for the Bulldogs.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday, 6 o'clock. The North Queensland Cowboys up against the Dolphins up in Cairns. What do you reckon? Cowboys have named a lot of inexperience, but they've also got a little bit of quality about them as well. Cowboys and the Dolphins, boys.
We're Cowboys by 10. I think Mosadrecki will score 2.
Yeah, on the wing. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I like that Mosadrecki go.
Nice. What do you reckon, Hainesy? Cowboys and Dolphins.
You're not gonna like me. I'm going the Dolphins 13 plus.
13 plus.
That is basically pretty much what we're going to might see for round 1 for the Dolphins. Like Asako, fullback, Tessie New, Ewan Aiken, Oliver Gildard, Milton Katoa, Joe Bott. I don't mind this squad from the Dolphins that they pulled out.
Sheesh. Oh,
Like, there's basically a bunch of nobodies, the Cowboys, in this game, apart from Ben.
Yeah, they've got a lot of young kids.
Brendan Elliott.
Yeah, Brendan Elliott, Jack Jajeski.
I know it's a trial, it doesn't really matter, but I think the Dolphins win.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
I'll go with good old Jermaine Asako to get over the line.
CJ, who'd you say? Cowboys by 10.
yeah, and Mosadrecki double.
Oh, look, I will never back against my boys. We know this. Cowboys
really matter
8. I'll go, I don't know, fucking 26-18 or something. And let's go Tommy Chester to score a try at fullback.
I look forward to him as well, yeah.
All right, and the final trial game, and then we'll get to the All-Star game and we'll wrap it up. Broncos and the Titans, 8 o'clock Sunday night. I think it's at Sunshine Coast Stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Broncos and Titans. Broncos $1.60. Gold Coast $2.30. What do you reckon about this one?
Broncos.
I'm going the same as last year. I'm going with a draw.
Oh,
Fuck.
It's similar
Broncos
sides.
by-
It's really
Broncos
similar
by 4.
sides.
Broncos by 4.
Yeah, it's really similar sides. Like, got Reece Walsh, Jaden Campbell, it's like Staggs and Farnworth, Jojo Fafita, Philip Sami, Sexton and Boyd in the halves, Ezra Mann. Like, it's pretty much it's very similar sides here. So I'm going to go with draw.
Broncos by 4. Pereira hat trick. Calling it now.
oh!
I'll go Jojo Fafita for a try.
I think we all know what I'm going to say.
No, here we go. Broncos 13 plus.
Broncos 69 plus.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what a fucking trial.
Even in a
69
trial.
It's a trial, Nick. Calm down, mate.
69 plus. Nah, I'll be honest.
Let's say if the Titans play a trial game in Lismore, you're like, oh, go the Titans.
No, I'd go, but I'd boo the fuck out of them. I'd go, you fucking scum.
Oh, Jesus. And captain, coach for the Gold Coast Titans, Ash Taylor.
I ended your career with my criticism, you cunt. Look, honestly, I think the Broncos will win by 18 points. I think they'll be a little bit too good. And I might go a bit bold because why the hell not? Let's go Payne Haas for first try scorer.
That'd be paying something. Get on it.
$67.
Oh, get on it for sure.
Chuck $1 on it. See what happens.
Fuck,
All right. Well, there are our trial tips. Let's get into the All-Star game, shall we?
Oh, yes.
The Maori All-Stars and the Indigenous All-Stars. This is on Saturday, 3:45 New South Wales, 2:45 in Queensland, 5:45 over there in New Zealand. The Indigenous All-Stars are now $1.60 favourites. The Maori All-Stars are $2.25.
Not sure.
Boys, who wins the All-Star game Saturday afternoon? give us a margin and a first try score prediction.
You go first, mate. Hainesy.
I think the Indigenous win well. Look, just looking at the two teams, like they're stacked at the Indigenous All Stars. They've got a few out, but like their spines, like what you've got Cody Walker, Nico Hines, Dalian medal winner, Latrell Mitchell. We all know Latrell if he plays. Jack White will play there somewhere as well. Addo Carr, like, they're a stacked lineup. So I'm going to go Cowboys. Indigenous All Stars 13 plus and Addo Carr.
To score first?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Addo Carr's out, bro.
See out.
Yeah, he got ruled out.
That's right. I'm an idiot.
Cobbo
So I'll go
the
Cobbo.
wings.
What
Yeah. All right.
It's brain freeze for me. That's how much I'm in pain
Right,
attention. These
what about you, CJ?
Yeah,
I'll go 12.
I'll go Cobbo.
Indigenous by 12, 20 points to 8. First try scorer, I'll give it to the hooker, Kieran Mosley.
Oh, that is paying $31.
Might have to get on it. Kieran Mosley first try.
I'm going Indigenous All Stars. I reckon by 12. I reckon 26 points to 14. First try scorer in the second row. Tyrell Fuima'ano to score the first try.
Ooh, I like that because he does love to try in these games.
We'll see. Anyway, boys, that's going to wrap up the episode 75 of the Rugby League Breakdown podcast. CJ, thank you as always for being a great, and Hainesy, thank you for making a special guest appearance, bro. We'll have to get you back before the season starts again.
No, mate. Anytime, mate. Anytime. I love coming on.
Love you too, bro. Well, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you to everyone in the live chat. It's been a great show. We've just hit the 1 hour mark. We've just gone over the hour mark. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the review of the Warriors and Tigers trial game.
Back,
I might do a live stream of it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But
Enjoy your footy, lads.
Anyway, we're getting the hell out of here. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Footy's back. Let's go.